Parables of Lao Tse, the third parable. Listen to the revelations of the great silence. Lao Tse was sitting motionless, leaning his back against a tree. Birds sat close to him without fear and were picking at the rice from his dish. The white donkey was nibbling the lush grass nearby. Lao Tse was sitting and listening to the great silence. Sometimes this silence became filled with the words of Yuan Di. He talked about Tao, difficult to comprehend for people immersed in worldly concerns. They do not know that everything here is created according to the will of Tao and exists for it. If you talk with these people about Tao, they don't believe you because they believe only in what they see by their eyes and touch by their hands. But their eyes can't see Tao yet, and their hands can't touch it, since the eyes of the soul have to be open and the arms of the spiritual heart have to be obtained in order to see and touch Tao. Only if one is looking for the meaning of one's own and universal existence, then Tao and Te reveal themselves to this person. Such a soul then starts walking the path, and gradually, as it makes spiritual efforts, the great invisible becomes visible. The great imperceptible becomes perceptible. The inaudible words become audible, and the great knowledge opens itself for understanding. The appearances of the immortals become evident only for the developed spiritual heart. There's a lot of different roads in human lifetime, but only one leads to the worthy end of the evolution of the individual soul. This is the path of cognition of Tao, with the purpose of submerging into it, merging with it, and then acting from it. Why haven't I been able to recall anything for such a long time? I've been searching. I've been looking for the purpose of my life and of the lives of all other creatures. I've been looking for the causes of injustices and evils that happen to people. I've been looking for that which, as it seems to me, could bring wisdom and peace and fill the internal emptiness with the boundless joy. But I haven't succeeded, although I kept believing that there was the meaning for me to live here. It was necessary for you, since it helped you to learn to understand other people that live only in the midst of the material things and endless bustle of events and desires. Even if some of these people want to find a way out, they don't know where or how to search it. Having experienced their problems in your own life, you can now help those who are searching the way to me. Yes, I've been looking for you all my life. I reread so many treatises, but haven't found that one which would give me the opportunity to find you. The spiritual path starts in the spiritual heart of the seeker. Love, which is born there, stimulates the spiritual search and growth, and allows seeing and choosing in life the reference points of goodness, wisdom, and truth. I come to those who are searching and walking. I help those who aspire for the ethical purity. Man should avoid causing harm, not only to an end, walking its way. Killing animals to eat their bodies is also causing harm. Surely for man there's a lot of other really beneficial food. For example, growing and harvesting fruits and seeds intended for nourishment. Man doesn't violate the harmony, doesn't hurt anybody, doesn't sow death. If someone kills animals, at least contributes to this, that person becomes similar to a wild predator beast. Yet what is normal to the inner nature of a predator is inappropriate for man. human consciousness that live in this way descend to the lowest stages of evolution, since they can't perceive the subtlety and purity of Tao and Te. A large number of people honor their ancestors, but more simply constructed beings were also their ancestors. Each man grew as a soul in the bodies of plants and animals once, and it would be good for people to honor all positive manifestations of life, taking care of them and avoiding causing them unnecessary harm. Let this be the respect for ants, fish, birds, and other peaceful incarnate beings. It was Tao that gave all them the opportunity to live on the earth for the sake of development of the soul and the evolution. The meaning of existence of everything in the under-heavenly world consists in that each soul gets an opportunity to grow and to perfect itself during an incarnate life. Having achieved the perfection, such a human soul merges with Tao, enriching it by itself. Therefore, Tao is directly interested in the situation when nothing hinders the development of every soul. Man claiming to be the successful growing on the spiritual path has to be guided by the kindness of the heart and choose for one's life only those things that are right from the standpoint of Tao. In particular, this permits a person following the principles of pure nutrition to strengthen both the body and the soul, obtaining the clarity of the conscious unobscured by coarse energies of pain and death. If that person sees wrong in other people, let he or she avoid interaction with them. Thus, the purity of life, peace and harmony in emotions are gained. There's a very simple rule for living in harmony with Tao. Do good to others. And then the good in you and in the whole world will grow. In this way, gradually, the treasure that doesn't disappear with the death of the body accumulates in such a person. In this way, the soul gets accustomed to living in love. And in this way, the peace is multiplied among people. Those who accumulate good qualities accumulate the real wealth. Those who do evil destroy the supports of the ladder, which could help them to descend from the earth to the heaven. Yet the ethical perfection of a soul can't be achieved immediately. To abstain from the evil and contribute to the person is the simplest beginning, appropriate for every person. It is easy to learn. Don't fan the fires of quarrel. Forget offenses. Forgive. Take care of others, doing the best you can for them. The ethical beauty makes a person valuable for Tao and pleasant for other people. Huang Di, what you saying is really important. Yes, and you will write a book about this. How? I never wrote any books. I only kept the manuscripts of others. I will help you. I will suggest to you ideas and formulate phrases. And you will just forget to listen to me and write down the most important. You yourself should never insist that people follow my advice. Let everyone, having heard the truth, follow only one's own understanding. You can't prevent errors of the fools. You can't stop the pride of the arrogant people. You can't replace the knowledge of the idlers and loafers, who only speculate about the path. Only the reasonable people, having cognized the truth, want to follow it. But even among them, you will not find many companions. Nevertheless, your book about Tao and Te will be the source of wisdom for thousands of years, and everyone who is ready will be able to hear my instructions as you hear them now. This is your great service for Tao.